Hey guys, my name is Michael Killer Romides, the leader of the Dragon Family. And you're probably thinking, what is today's video about? What am I going to do here? Right? Well, that's why I'm here to tell you that on today's lovely... Excuse me. There, I burped. A little bit of experiment here, and let's get to that. When I say experiment, I have an idea in my head here. I have a video planned, so let's get to it. I love wrestling. Okay? So I'm gonna get into something. I'm gonna tell you guys. I'm gonna tell you more about the fact why I love wrestling right now. You're gonna think, well, I don't really care. Well, you're gonna care. I fallen in love with wrestling at such a young age. I can't speak English. And you know, and I watched it on TV. I watched pay-per-views. I did all this stuff, and then years later, I went to an actual TV show. I went to Monday Night Raw, and I was like, "Holy crap! This is awesome. This is cool." But I was more like this, like, "Oh crap! Yeah. I'm nervous." That pure urge and shock of just being nervous, like, holy freak, I'm nervous, And then years later, and I quote this, a couple years later, I had to start in my head now for, years and years on end. I thought I could be a wrestler, but getting into that later, I, got autographs of Brian Pillman, Crazy Steve, and, I fell in love with wrestling at the age of 5. At the age of 5 years old, I was in love with wrestling. Now you're probably thinking, blah, 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 we heard this from you before. I don't care if you heard from me before. I generally like wrestling. I love wrestling. And it's awesome. I have a replica championship, the replica of the heavyweight world WWE, the replica of the World Heavyweight Championship, the WWE Heavyweight Championship, is in my closet. And it's awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome. I also have this right here, Chris Jericho, The Rock, and give me a good old hell yeah. I have action figures, WWE action figures, TNA action figures, a bunch of action figures down there. Wrestling is my joy. Wrestling is my pride and joy. Right here. There we go, right? I love wrestling. Wrestling to me is like nothing else. And I think one of my videos that has something to do with wrestling is almost at 5,000 views. It's mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing. It's just that, it's one of the first videos I've ever had that has ever hit anything towards that. I usually have maybe 1 view, 2 views, maybe 3 views. Which I'm happy with, but I'm just like, yay. It's been a year since I've been doing this, literally. Next month will be my year anniversary. The WWE replica heavyweight championship right here. See? I am your heavyweight champion of the world, baby. I have WWE pay-per-views. I have been watching WWE for years. And I come across TNA, and I was like, oh, independent, okay. I've heard of independent scenes, and all that. And then, I come across Combat Zone on YouTube. I come across all these companies, like Combat Zone, like, trying to think of another one. PCW. I mean, there's thousands and thousands of wrestling companies. You got PCW, you got, GCW. You got Gorilla Pro Wrestling. You got thousands and thousands of companies, It's mind-blowing to think what wrestling is. Wrestling is one of the biggest sports in the world. It's actually the oldest sport in the world, next to boxing. And then, of course, you have NWA. You have, what's the other promotion I can name? New Japan, Ring of Honor. I mean, I'm trying to think of thousands and thousands of promotions. Ring of Honor. You have New Japan, right? You have TNA. You have AEW. You have all these promotions, stacked up in your head, stacked up every which way you looked at it. It's like bling, 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 bling. X, N, A, W, X, A, N, W. Yeah. All these promotions are cool. Kinfolk Wrestling. By the way, he's doing a show next month, which I will be at, and you guys will see a video right here on this YouTube channel called the Michael Killer Romance, the leader of the Dragon Family. What? Family. What? Dragon Family. I do what I do because I love it, and I love making videos. I love doing this. It's awesome. Let me name a couple of my favorite wrestlers. The master of the pedigree, Triple H. The master of the super kick, Shawn Michaels. The master of the spear, Edge. The creator of the spear, Goldberg. I mean, just think of all them wrestlers I just named off. And name off some of your favorite wrestlers. Okay? Now let me name off several more of wrestlers. Okay? I like EC3 right now. What he's doing right now in TNA, it's awesome. Like it's perfect because he's actually looking like a heel. He's doing better. Like it's much better. Like, I'm coming after the TNA title, and I'm gonna destroy everything from my past. Like it's something that's actually very great. It's something that's cool. It's something that works. And something that works is something that should work. Something that doesn't work, something that shouldn't work probably. You never know in wrestling. You never know in any sport. But wrestling and boxing are the two oldest sports in the whole entire world. And that's reality, my dear friend. That's reality. Before I get out of here, you can't see me. Do you smell what the Rock is cooking? I am your champion. When my hand goes up, your mouth shut. Your mouth goes shut. I was trying to think how to say that. I know how it goes, but I was trying to think of how it goes. I am your Intercontinental Champion. Peace out. Like and comment and subscribe.